and welcome to the second in my scarf series of hair tutorials. The style that I'm going to show you today is something that I call Renaissance Heidi Braids, and it's a style that I saw on another YouTube member. She did this tutorial a little while ago with ribbon, and I liked it so much that when I was in Calamity Jane last month, I did the same style in my hair for the ballroom scene in Calamity Jane, but I used a string of pearls, and it worked really nicely. It's a lovely hairstyle, and as the hairstyle of the month for the LHC incorporates scarves, I'm going to do this style with a scarf and show you what it will look like, and I think you will enjoy it. So this is what you are going to need. You are going to need hair ties. I'm going to use 4. You might only need 2, but for ease of use I'm going to use 4. You're going to need some hair grips, hairbrush or comb of your choice, and of course you are going to need a scarf. The first thing you're going to do is take your scarf, which should be one of these long thin ones, and place it across the top of your head, like so, just tuck behind your ears. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple of hair grips just to secure it in place at the top so it doesn't slide back or slide forward. Ribbon does tend to slide around. The scarf stays put a little better, I think. What I should have said to start with is that your hair should obviously be detangled, and you should have a centre parting ideally. So I'm just going to grip this in. I'm sliding the hair grips in the back to make sure that the scarf doesn't slide off my head backwards. It's less likely to slide off forwards, but backwards is a possibility. So that's nicely in. You're going to part the rest of your hair down the middle and over your shoulders, and what you're going to do is create a braid on each side of your head using the scarf as the middle strand. To make life a bit easier for me, I'm going to secure at the top with a ponytail holder first. This is, again, just to make sure that the scarf isn't going to go anywhere while I'm working on it. That's one side. T'other side. I can already feel the scarf starting to move. It's sliding across my head, but hopefully not going to be too much of a problem. Right, so I'm just going to braid these 2 pieces. Just a regular English braid, nothing fancy. And I'm going to tie off at the bottom. If I'm looking away, the mirror is behind the camera, so that's what I'm looking at. Just tie off at the bottom there. Now, unfortunately, my camera view is sort of restricted. I can't actually get the camera to zoom out any further, so I can't show you what this looks like. But you've got the long tail of the scarf hanging down here, and there's no reason, once you've braided both sides, that you couldn't just have it just like that. Just it adds something pretty to the braids. Just makes a bit different to just two regular braids, and it's a nice way to coordinate your hair accessory with whatever you're wearing. So obviously I've chosen a green scarf and I'm wearing a green hoodie. I like coordination. Right, so I'm going to braid all the way down my second one, tie off with my fourth and final hair tie. And as I say, you've now got a hairstyle which is quite nice in its own right, but it's not complete, and I'm going to try and get the Heidi braid effect. Heidi braids are the braids that are pinned across the head like so. So yes, what I'm going to do is bring that over, tuck it behind my opposite ear, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with the other side. Put them nice and tight. I'm going to try and keep the ends against my head so they don't stick out. And because the scarf is longer than my hair, I can just use it to secure the braids. Just tie a knot. And there we have it. Now you can pin any loose bits, any flyaways. I find sometimes the ends of the braids still tend to stick up when I've got this style in. I'm just going to grab my mirror so I can have a look at the back and see what it looks like. Don't go away. Right, let's have a look, see. That's okay. That's nice, I quite like that. And yeah, as I say, you can do this with a scarf, or you can use ribbon, or as I did in Calamity Jane, you can use a string of beads or pearls, and it looks really pretty, and it's easy peasy. When I wore it with the pearls, people were saying to me, wow, how did you do that? What did you do with your hair? And of course I just said all I did was take the string of pearls, put them over, use the strands as the third strand in my braid, cross over the top and tie at the back. That's all there is to it. It's so simple, it's really comfortable, and you've got that sort of Renaissance medieval style look, and it's all out the way. I really love this hairstyle. I've worn it a couple of times at work, and I just find it a really nice one to wear. I hope that you enjoy this one too. I hope my tutorial has been easy for you to follow, and I hope that you give this a go and post pictures when you've done it. Show me what it looks like over at the LHC. I'm also Arrow over there, and feel free to post a video response. I would love to see your variations on this style. I will be back with another tutorial shortly, another in the scarf series for November 2011, and I wish you a great day. Cheerio!